Hello everyone, welcome to our channel on web coding. My name is Durgesh Sahani. We are creating series of video tutorials for CRUD operation in React using PHP API and MySQL database. So in the last session we have seen how to call a PHP API from React and how to solve the CORS issue. Now in this session I'm going to show you how to connect to database, MySQL database, and save the data into our table. So I'm going to use one of my already created repository where I already have shown you guys how to actually connect to MySQL database. So to just save some time, I'm going to just copy this and create a new file here. dbconnect.php and paste it. So what basically it is doing here, if you see, I have a class dbconnect, and here we have server, which is localhost, and database in our case will be React CRUD, which we have created earlier. Then username, we can use the existing one. I think for this system I have created username Durgesh without password. So these are the credentials for our DB connection. And here I have a connect method which is actually trying to connect through PDO, and we are setting some parameters here. If the connection is successful, it will be sending connection object, otherwise it will be failing with the error. Now let's see, go to the index.php file and here include that file dbconnect.php, and let's create object of db class dbconnect, new db class, and then we have to just use db or whatever you need, like maybe let's say connection equal to object of this db and call the connect method. So it will, if it is successful, we should be seeing a resource object here. Let's say open this, inspect element, go to the network, hit save button, and here you can see we are getting the object of PDO, which is fine. That's mean our database successfully got connected. Now after that we have to write a statement for saving data, but before that we have to read the data. So whatever this form will submit the data, so let's say we have entered this information and click on save button. Now you can see here it on payload it is sending this information, right? And it is using the method post. So post method, so in PHP generally we use dollar underscore post super global variable to read this kind of data. But the challenge here is this post method sending the data into JSON format, and it is not possible to read directly with the help of post. As you can see, it is returning array, blank array. So what you can do is you can use get, there is a function in PHP, get file get underscore file underscore contents, and here we can use file underscore get underscore contents, and here we have to say PHP colon double forward slash input. So with this method you will be able to read the data in JSON format also. So let's click on this button, and as you can see on preview you are getting this data, and this is the payload we have sent, and here we are receiving this data. Okay, so we got the data here. So let's say $user equal to this, Now after that we have to find out method, which method is by which method we are receiving the data. So in this case it is post. So there is a way of getting the method with the help of $_server and remote, not remote, I think request and method. Okay, let's try this. And we can use switch statement here and just pass this method inside it and write a case and say if the case is post, then in that case what we have to do is we have to save this user information to our database. And to do so we have to create one SQL, and we can simply say insert into table name. In our case table name is users, and what information you wanted to save. So we want to save ID, name, email, mobile and created at, right? So these are the information we wanted to save. So I'm just going to copy it, and here let's use values and paste it here. But now this time we have to bind these parameters. So for that there is a two way, either you can use question mark or you can use colon and then the name. And here I'm just going to use null because the ID is auto increment, so it should not be a problem. Okay, so SQL is created. Now let's use this DB, or I think connection object, and call prepare method of PDO and pass this SQL to it. Then it will return the statement object, and on this statement object you can simply $st statement, you can bind the params like this: colon, name, comma, we have user and name. Okay, one more thing before actually going forward here. Actually, once we are getting the data, we have to JSON decode it. JSON decode like this. Now PHP can read this as an object, user object, and if you wanted to read as an array, you have to pass the second parameter here to true. Now we got this one. Let's duplicate it couple of times. Name and then email and then mobile and one more created at. So now the created date, we have to actually create this variable. Let's say date and just pass YMD format because MySQL accept into this format only. So now the data is binded. We have to just use this statement and execute method. If it is executed successfully, so we can check one condition. If it is executed successfully, then we have to prepare response equal to array, let's say status equal to 1, and then message. Here we can say record created successfully, semicolon, copy this and write the else statement also, but this time we can say fail to create record, and on status we can say 0. Now our API is almost ready, and let's see what. Okay, one more thing here is, after that we can use break keyword, and that's it. Now I'll refresh the page, or actually not needed because it is on server side. So if you click on save button, we got the data. I think there is some 500 server error. Okay guys, so I just enable the error reporting into PHP, and I get to know that the issue we are getting is because of created at spelling mistake. So here I just need to change the column name to created at, and let's try again. Let's refresh the page, and as you can see the data got created. So instead of return, I think we have to say echo, then only it will print the message. Now let's refresh it again, this time 1, save. Here, yeah, status equal to 1, message equal to record created successfully. And if you go to the database and if you refresh this, you should be having another record also. So now this is the very simple example how you can create the data into MySQL. And also if the data got created, then in that case, after that, if you wanted to send it to show some messages here, or print it into console, or redirect it to the list page, that we will see in the next video.